FA Cup game is over. Manchester United 2, Leicester City 1. You guys managed to win. Managed. That goal was offside. Hope you know that.
Yeah. Over a yard, way offside. Like, over a yard offside. Like, lucky. Just, Manchester United was just lucky there's no VAR. Like, I'm just so tired. I think the time is now. We have to now start facing Ruben. I think the time to call out Ruben is now. 3 months on the job is more than enough time. Including tonight, 9 wins, 8 losses, and I think 2 draws or 3 draws.
But before we talk about Ruben, let's talk about the lineup and even Dogu.
We can't talk the lineup without talking Ruben. Like, we can't talk the lineup without talking Ruben. I don't understand. You've been crying for certain profile of players. Fine, you've got Dogu in now, and then we're looking at the lineup. Oh, Dogu starts, and everybody's excited to see someone on the left. To be able to be bringing, because we're talking about like sufficient balls not coming into the box for the strikers to find themselves in position of threat at in the opponent's 18 box, and then you start Dogu, and you've gone to play Dogu on the right with Ahmad, 2 left footers. You've played one as I don't get it, and then on the left side you've played Masraoui and Diogo Dalot, 2 right-footed players. What do they do on that side? We've been crying about balls not coming in from our wides into the 18-yard box. We've been talking about not having the right profiles of players, and having left-footed players playing on the right side and left right-footed players playing on the right side, and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got Dogu now. What's the point? I don't understand the tactical point of playing Dogu on the right side today. You saw how he struggled. He attempted to bring in 2 crosses with his right foot in the first half. What's the... And I think he appears to be someone who has a good kick. I don't know. I think I saw good touches. He appears to be someone who has a good kick. But I really don't get it. The whole starting him on the right side is a no. And again, Bruno.
Okay, but let's forget about starting on the right side. With what you saw, do you feel that this guy is going to be good going forward?
To be honest, Dogu is just a decent player. He's a decent player. None of us is expecting anything out of the books or out of the ordinary from Dogu. He's just a decent guy. So he's one whom he's a young boy. He's one whom we are expecting that he's going to grow with the team, because we're looking at a team that it's been nurtured. So we're expecting that he's going to grow with a crop of players, because we've got players in their in 19s and 20s, 22. I think the oldest striker is 23. He's going to be 23 this year. I'm talking now Højlund. I don't get it. Again, another thing I wouldn't, I'm struggling to wrap my head around. Your most creative player in the middle of the park, his feet, you're lacking goals, you're lacking creativity, you're lacking, you're creating chances and you're not burying. He's not only a creative player, he's also a finisher. I'm talking Bruno Fernandes. And you're having him as a deep line playmaker. Why are you having him as a deep line playmaker and having Kobe Mino play ahead of him? Your team is struggling.
Because Kobe Mino played well in the Europa League in that number 10 position. That's why he's playing him there.
You played against a team that anybody barely knows their name. What are you expecting? You played against a team that obviously, if a Manchester United player is not able to play well against FSBC or whatever they call themselves, what do you expect of the Manchester United player? The Premier League, Kobe Mino can't play that high. He's okay as a central mid, but then having him as a 10 or having him in 9, just look at what happened against the Crystal Palace.
So were you expecting him to put Kobe Mino deep then play Bruno in number 10?
So in a game like this is Leicester City. You expect to outpossess Leicester City. It's a game you're supposed to be in charge, in control. So it's a game that we're not expecting that Kobe Mino is going to run yards. And I've said this for the opt-in time. Kobe Mino, in this formation, you only bring in Kobe Mino as a sub. You give him good 15, 20 minutes. He doesn't have the legs. He doesn't. And you can't have Bruno. You're playing, you've got the left-footed wing back, defensive /defensive left back. And you're playing on the right side. You've got your most creative player. You've got who also not just have the ability to create goals, for his teammates, but he can score. And having him play well over 15, 20 yards away from the danger zone where he's going to hurt. He's going to affect the game such a way that he's going to hurt the opponent. And then you're playing Kobe. Oh, good. Did you count? I lost count the first half number of times Kobe passed the ball back and you had fans booing him. The fans kept on booing.
So the fans booed the whole team. They booed the whole team. The whole team were trash.
I understand what I'm talking right now. I'm talking right now. I lost count number of times where Manu was thinking that, oh, we're about to kind of like spring up, to a counter. And then Kobe passes the ball back, and the whole fans are like, that's madness. That's not, in this game, this is Leicester City, a team that is struggling, no confidence, struggling, and they're coming to Old Trafford. You bust them.
So how can you bust them when you've not won any game at home? You cannot. When last did you win a game at home?
That is not the point. Leicester City themselves
are not. The team is low on confidence too. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. Yeah, you said Leicester City are low on confidence. Manchester United are also low on confidence, especially at Old Trafford. They are finding it difficult to win games at home.
That is why Ruben shouldn't even compound the problem for the team. That's what I'm saying. You should make the right selections, put players in the right positions. Look at what happened. I've been saying this thing. Yes, I understand that Garnacho is not a starter, but for now, that's the best we have. I'm talking as far as offensive wide is. He and Ahmad are the only players we have right now as long as offensive wide, players in Old Trafford, because the other two guys, Anthony and Rashid, have gone on loan. So you start him, whatever, you start him, but you're sure that he's going to create chances, he's going to expand, the width of the pitch. He's going to bring something, and he has been trying right now to be able to play both in and out. He's been able to now cut out and strike the ball or pass the ball and take it to his left and bring in crosses. So he's been trying, he's been improving. So he's the best you have. Play him. You can't continually have 5-6 defensive-minded players on the pitch and you're struggling for goals. Look at what happened. The moment Garnacho came on and the substitution went, and Bruno was now charged to move forward, and the central defensive players of Manchester United sort of like tucked him into the middle of the park now to sort of like reduce the offensive threat now of Leicester City. What happened? We saw width. Ball began to swing from left to right. We saw spaces. There were ample spaces for Ahmad to operate, for Garnacho to operate. We began to see balls into the box. And what you can see today that Zexi and Højlund aren't terrible players. Get the ball into the box.
That's the next question I wanted to ask. I wanted let's talk about Zexi. How impressed are you with the guy today?
Very impressed. Good on the ball. He's able to win the ball in the center mid. He's able to win the ball even in our defensive half, not just retain possession and give a very good pass, play himself out of very tight spaces. Beautiful. And look, it's not something strange. Well, we saw this thing even the days of Alex Ferguson. In some games, he has 3-4 strikers starting. Rooney tucks in of the pack. We've got Babatop, we've got either Welbeck or whatever, Chikarito or whomever the person is, or and you see it's sort of like more expansive football. There are some games that you just go in and kill off these little teams. You kill off these guys. You don't, this is haram football, for crying out loud. This is so negative football. I don't understand. This is, you set up your team in a negative manner, and then you're wondering why they can't create, why they can't score. Why? Oh my word. I was looking at the lineup. I'm talking the setup right now in the first half. Manchester United struggled. They literally was just passing the ball between Maguire and another thing again. I'm talking Maguire and Euro. Another thing I noticed was the pace of the passes. It was lethargic. It was too dull, too slow. The first half, everything went down. But you saw in the second half, the moment they picked up the ball, there were a lot of loop balls directly from the back line. I'm talking Maguire now to Garnacho. He found them. You will saw spaces, and the moment you begin to own this game and begin to press teams, I maintain this team. This team may be bad. This group of players may not be the best for his system. But one thing I can tell you is that these players aren't as terrible as sitting 13th on the Premier League log. They aren't as terrible as what we watch every midweek and weekend when we turn on to our television to watch Manchester United. And that's what I'm saying, Ruben, you've got to enough of the beautiful talks, enough of being poetic to us. We are not United fans, you're not bringing anything new into football. This formation has been since PlayStation 1. This formation has been there. I think Sega Mega Drive play this formation in Sega Mega Drive. You're not bringing anything new to football. We've seen coaches come to Prem and they play. Conte played this in Chelsea. He played it sometime also in Tottenham. We've seen Brighton play this out sometimes. We've seen Brentford play this and they create chances. They go forward. They are so proactive. They move the ball very fast. They swing balls into the box because if these balls don't get into the box, you can't hurt your opponents. And we saw it today. Garnacho began to bring the ball, and so the attention, because whatever his name, the former Fulham guy, became so tired because they were working, and then it opened up spaces for Ahmad. The substitution was, the guy they got in this January at the left back, the black guy, I think he's Senegalese or thereabout. We came on also trying to camp Ahmad, but then the way the ball was moving from left to right, it made it difficult for Leicester to even contain Manchester United, and So this is what I am saying. They have to just, like, I'm talking now, teams don't have to, like, Amorim have to now look into himself and give us the best lineups. I'm talking offensive lineups. We'll have those players. He should do it.
What are your final thoughts? First one.
We're lucky today.
You qualified today.
Yeah, we're lucky today. The Maguire goal is an offside. We're very, very, very lucky today. If there was VAR would have been still watching the game by now. Maybe extra time, even maybe penalties. So I felt like Leicester was half done by that. Overall, terrible first half, a much better second half, but then nothing again to be excited about. I'm just hoping that when we watch this team next week again, we are able to, first of all, see a team, that are set up to attack, to hurt the opponent. That's the first thing. The setup of the team must be set up in a way that it's poised itself, or it's poised rather to hurt opponents. And if that doesn't happen, I don't think we're very lucky today. If we were up against Liverpool and we played that rubbish in the first half, it would have been 3-0 down or 4-0. Arsenal, even the terrible Tottenham side, if they're able to pick us apart, it's just that Leicester weren't good enough to hurt us. They picked us apart in the first half, and so if we were up against like Aston Villa's of this world, Liverpool's, Man City's, even despite their terrible form, if any team that faces us in the first half and is able to split us up open the way they did in the first half, and we play the bullshit we played in the first half, they would have splitted us apart and we wouldn't have been here. So yeah. So there is. We just have to keep supporting and being hopeful. But I think the time has come now for Ruben to understand that, like, yeah, we know you need time and all that, but this is not the football we want to watch. If we're going to give you all the time and we're going to watch this negative football, I don't think you deserve it. I think the time now to pull the plug, and I don't care. For me, it's Manchester United before any individual player or manager or whatever.
All right, Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a good night, Ahmed.
And you too.